Hi Pips friends, in this RightBlogger review video, I'm going to show you my 10 favorite tools. Now at the time of recording, RightBlogger has 78 tools, which is absolutely insane. I don't even know what half of them are because I'm so busy using my 10 favorites. If somebody wants to be an MVP and do timestamps below, I will love you forever and I will pin your comment. We are going to start with my favorite, which is the article writer. So you just go in, you drop your keyword or topic in, and then it writes an article draft for you. I'm going to show you how to use this, but I also want to point out that the next tool I'm talking about is actually way better to use if you do videos. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the article writer. We're going to do a post about best productivity tips for bloggers. And you can choose to edit the outline. I always toggle this on. Let me make my screen a little bigger. Okay. I don't include images. I don't like the ones that come up usually, and it just wastes time. I sometimes include links, sometimes not, usually not, because I have my own links I want to use. And then real-time knowledge, you can turn that on, and then it's going to bring in knowledge from the web. For your tone and writing style, I highly recommend setting up your tone, which is what here, this is called my tone. I have mine here. You just pop in your tone, so like a blog post you've already written, and then it tells you what the tone is and then it repeats it. However, there are other tones like creative, casual, blah, blah, blah. If you're doing professional, academic, all that. Language, they have like a gazillion and a half languages. I'm writing in English. Article length, I always do very long form because then it gives me more to work with. So I can take out like 1,000 words and still have an amazing blog post. So that's the way I like to do it. For point of view, I use second person because whenever I'm writing, I'm talking to you more so than like about myself or anything else. Primary keyword, this is optional, productivity for bloggers. Target example or target audience is obviously going to be bloggers. And then you can add things in like I have a course about productivity or blah, 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 whatever. Here's a little bar that you can choose how creative you want it to be. I actually pull this almost all the way over. So like I would say like 75% of the way. You can also add knowledge. So let's say I'm writing productivity for bloggers, but I want to add in information from another post. I go here and I can put the knowledge source URL. Now, this can be a URL for a blog post, it can be a YouTube video, or it can even be a link to a PDF document to extract the knowledge from. I'm going to go ahead and click generate outline and it is going to get to work. Now I'm going to pause this so you don't have to sit here and watch it live. It does take about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute to get this done. After you have created your outline, it's going to write the article. So I would say that was about 20 to 30 seconds that took. This is just for the outline. Now, when you get into your outline, you're going to go here and you're going to edit anything that you want to add or subtract from. So I leave the title and introduction alone. If you already have your post title, pop it in here and then save it. Understanding productivity for bloggers, setting clear goals, create a content calendar, so I would gather any information that I have and say, make sure you include this, that, and the other. So like it says use focus apps. Okay. Recommend apps such as Freedom or Stay Focused. So I would put in my recommendations, like the ones that I'm an affiliate for most likely. And then leveraging automation tools, I'm going to put those in there, etc. So you're going to go through, you're not just going to go ahead and be like, yeah, generate my article right now. No, you're going to go through each of these line by line and add in information. So, tools for content planning. I do not recommend Trello, Asana, or Google Calendar. I recommend Sunsama and Topical Map. So, I would put those in there. This is just an example, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it, but I just wanted to show you guys that's what you need to do to make this article draft awesome is go through step by step and make these your own, okay? Now you're going to click Generate Article. Make sure you stay on the page while your article is being generated, and remember that this is just a draft, okay? You're going to have to pop it over into your WordPress dashboard and go through it again, line by line. But this does save so much time. So the first thing I do is I read this out loud and I just start editing, breaking up all these paragraphs, etc. If you're working in batches, it is really easy to write, aka get drafts from RightBlogger, um, just bam, 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 back to back. So I'll come in and I'll have like 10 blog post ideas. I'll pop them all in here, and then I will have a bunch of drafts in my WordPress dashboard waiting for me to move on to the next steps. Again, I want to make sure that you guys understand the YouTube video to blog post is a much better option as long as you have a video, because then it's not really like a first draft, it's more like a last draft before you go in and edit, and it takes a lot less editing because it's basically making like a formatted transcript of your video. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second when this is finished. The article writing from RightBlogger usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes for an extra long article. This article is 3,278 words. So the next step would just be to copy it and put it in my WordPress dashboard, okay? Remember what I said though, whenever you do your outline, you're going to include your own affiliate products, your own digital products, your own knowledge, because then this is better than just a random first draft, right? And you're going to go in and add your photos, etc. All right, so that's article writer. You can also go to SEO here in article writer, and there is a chat tab. So under SEO, it gives you a title, a meta description, a permalink suggestion, and your primary keyword here. You can select images, like I said earlier, and then you can click chat. So this says create lead magnet ideas. So maybe I want to create a lead magnet associated with this article. I would say create lead magnet ideas for my productivity article. Create a list of lead magnet ideas based on this content. And then it gives you all in one place a bunch of ideas for freebie lead magnets. Look at how fast that was. I love it. And if you don't like what is generated, you can always click edit and run again. All right, so tool number 2, YouTube video to blog post. This is probably the best, most useful, most often used tool inside of RightBlogger, because I can literally just go to YouTube, grab my URL, and turn it into a blog post. I actually have a video that is kind of jumbled up, like I didn't really outline it or anything. So I'm gonna see what can be created here. Like this is not something that is keyword researched. Like I made up the phrase infinity dipping. Like it's crazy. So let's see what it can do here. I'm gonna go in and make it second person, bloggers and side hustlers. And then, yeah, so this video is, I went through the whole Pip's path of pet sitting as a side hustle and turning it into like a dozen different income streams. But again, it's not organized, it's not SEO'd. Let's see what RightBlogger can do with it. This process usually takes a minute or two as well. Remember not to close this window, but you can go and work in other windows and get work done so you're not just sitting here staring at the screen. So, infinity dipping, how to magnify your side hustle's income streams. Okay. Um, Instead of just double or triple dipping, we'll talk about making money in endless ways with one business. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then it embeds the video. It has an explanation of the infinity dipping concept, integrating as many income streams as you can under one business umbrella. Oh my gosh, yes, this is beautiful. Wow. And it's almost 2,000 words, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I was not expecting anything from this. So, wow. Wow. Okay, definitely using this. So that is an example of the YouTube video to blog post generator, tool number 2. You can do the same thing here with the SEO and the chat. So if I wanted to make lead magnets for this, I could. Right now, I'm just building up my side hustle series. If you want to watch that playlist, it's passiveincomepathways.com/side hustles, and you'll see the playlist. So this gives me a title, a description, a permalink, and primary keyword is infinity dipping, which doesn't exist. So I don't know if I would do that, but maybe I can make it a thing. Maybe people will start using it, right? Okay, tool number 3 is blog post to YouTube video script. So if you prefer to write instead of recording videos, this is not as efficient of a process because I've done it for years and years and years, and I prefer to write. Um, so if this is how you like to do it, you're going to take your blog post, you're going to pop that link in there. And let's just say we're going to stick with the side hustle theme. I went ahead and put in one of my side hustle posts. Let me make sure that this is this isn't a post actually, it's a landing page. So let's go to this one. How about this one? Easy way to make money with plants. That's a really popular post right now. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm going to turn this blog post into a YouTube script. Again, you're going to go through and update, change, etc., add additional instructions or knowledge, whatever you want. And then you're going to click generate. And your blog post then is turning into a YouTube script. So then you would create your slideshow or your video, whatever. Like if you go over into Canva, it's super easy. Look at this. Super easy to make a slideshow. So you can just take this script, put it in as a slideshow, and it even says like opening scene, camera pans over a jungle of indoor houseplants. Well, guess what? That can be a stock video. Okay, you don't have to have this video to do it. Um, and then cut to a neat list of supplies on screen. First, you'll need a few things. Blah, 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 blah. Video, quick close up shots of plants, pots, and soil. So, this doesn't just give you a script, it tells you how to record the video as well, which is really cool. Um, Again, if you don't like something, you can always edit and run again, or you can take this and pop it over into Google Docs and edit it yourself because it's just like with the others, like it is a first draft. The most efficient way, if you can make yourself do videos and just literally get on and record yourself like I'm doing right now. I'm literally in my pajamas, like I've done these in muumuus, I'm sure you've seen. So don't feel like you have to like fix your hair and get your background and all that. Like whatever, it doesn't matter that much. What matters is that you're doing the thing and that you improve it a little bit each time. So right now, you're like your first video, just go and do it, and then you can turn it into a blog post and get the ball rolling. Um, but again, if you prefer to write, I have hundreds of posts and drafts because I prefer to write. This is how you would turn it into a video script. It is far more efficient to do it the other way, so that is the way that I recommend doing it if your brain will work that way. All right, tool number 4. This is a list. Now, what I use this for is usually either emails or social media. I don't use this for like a blog post. So let's say we're going to say productivity tips for bloggers just because that's what we've been talking about. And then we're going to click generate and it's going to give us a list of like 10, 15, whatever. Um, and then we can take these and copy and paste them into a social media like Facebook group post, for example. I would add a little bit to it. I might even make it into an image. So just these things, set clear goals, create an editorial calendar, like just take the main ones and turn it into a Pinterest image or social media image. But look how fast that was. And you can batch create your social media posts as well as your newsletters. Like log in once a month to batch create all of them. So if you're sending 2 newsletters a week, log in and do 8 newsletters at once. If you're doing 2 posts a day in your Facebook group, log in, try to do 60 at once. It's really fast and they can take less than 2 minutes a piece. So that's an hour to 2 hours, generally speaking, to schedule 2 posts a day for a month instead of having to log in every single day to do it. This does have the chat option as well if you want to add to it, and the edit and run again, obviously. This even tells you like create course ideas, LinkedIn post ideas, that kind of thing. I love it. All right, so tool number 5, keyword clusters. This is another one I really use a whole lot. I actually have a subreddit that I do not nurture worth a crap. But I have a post over there that's like, hey, if anybody wants keywords, let me know. And that's what all these are. Like all of these keywords I've done are for other people who wanted my help. Which brings me to a point that a lot of people are missing. You can use these tools, RightBlogger, any AI tools, to make you money. Like whenever we're talking about infinity dipping, I'm talking about turning everything into money. And a lot of the times side hustles start off as a service and that's how you start making money. So you can use this to create keyword clusters, to create a topical map, to create whatever, and sell that to your clients. I really love using my tools to make sure that they're paying me, or saving me lots of time like RightBlogger does. So let's say we're doing productivity for bloggers, and we're just going to click generate. Now this will give us a list of clusters of posts to do. So time management, for example, this is 7 posts right there, just in time management. Time management tips for bloggers, best time management tools for bloggers, how to manage your time as a blogger. So you write all of these, you interlink them, and then you go up to chat and you ask it to create a lead magnet for give me some lead magnet ideas for this cluster. Each cluster can have its own targeted lead magnet. And then on whenever you have people sign up for your freebie, on that thank you page, you're going to have either a join my Facebook group or an upsell. That's what we work on in the PIPS path. So if you're in blog to membership formula, light, VIP, any of those, then you already know this. But that's what we do. We do blog posts to our freebie to our upsell. So this gave me enough blog posts to keep me busy through the end of the year. Look at this. Absolutely insane. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 keyword clusters. So even if I didn't want to do all of them, I could do half of them. That's 6. That's amazing. I love the keyword cluster generator. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is tool number 6. You can do keyword research. Now, I want to preface this by saying RightBlogger does do top level, bare bones basics keyword research. If you need to learn keyword research, I suggest you go and get Rank IQ and use that as training wheels while you're doing the thing. You can also use key search if you really want to go deep. Key search is an absolute amazing keyword research tool. So while this is a RightBlogger review, RightBlogger is not like my keyword tool of choice. It's just because it's in here, I do use it. So let's go again, productivity for bloggers. If you're watching this and this is your niche, you're welcome. All right, I'm gonna go to English, United States. And then it's going to give us, again, a very top level. You can't really dig into these too much, but top level overview. So, product review blogger, productivity tips for bloggers. So, this is one I would use. Um, this doesn't make sense. That I wouldn't use. So, yeah, the only one is what I already put in, productivity tips for bloggers. You can generate post ideas or a keyword cluster based on this, though. So that is one thing that I really like. You can go to generate post ideas from here, and this is the blog post ideas generator. And then you're going to get blog posts based on your keyword. Time blocking, how to schedule blogging tasks for maximum productivity. Morning routines, simple habits to kickstart your day as a blogger. Okay, so even though it's very top level, it can still be very helpful. Let's see. We're going to go to tool number 7, content gap. So you put in your article and then you put in a competitor's article, and RightBlogger tells you what you are missing. Now we're going to pretend that this is my site. It's not, it's my friend's site, but he has a food blog. So we're going to pop that in there, and it's air fryer French toast. Okay. Well, I want to know why I'm not ranking on the front page. So I'm going to go to the front page. I'm going to click on the one that is ranking above me, and I'm going to pop that in as the competitor article. Does that make sense? My article goes here, competitors go here. And then we're going to click generate. It's essentially going to take your article that you wrote. So this article that David wrote, it's going to go through it. And then this article that Yumna wrote, and going to go through that and compare the two, right? So content gap report. Bread variations. Competitor mentions using different types of breads, including plant-based options such as almond or oat milk. Okay, so it says different types of bread, but different types of breading. Okay. Primary article should include more information on different types of bread and milk alternatives. Preparation tips. Competitor provides detailed tips for air frying, including preheating, not soaking the bread too long, and using parchment paper. So, your article should add detailed preparation tips to enhance your user's experience. And it just goes on and on. So it gives us 5 different things to do. And then it says SEO keywords. You need to include keywords such as quick breakfast, plant-based milk, French toast sticks, kids breakfast, and easy air fryer recipe. Update your meta descriptions and headers to include these keywords for better search visibility. Look at that. And so it gives you all these opportunities, expand the FAQ section, how to improve the primary article, gives us step by step by step, and then questions that the competitor article answers, the primary article does not. So it's literally saying, hey, here's 15 reasons that this person is on the front page of Google and you are not. Now, if you're brand new to blogging, I don't want you to think you can just run a content gap report and be like, oh, let me fix this and outrank everybody, because there's other factors. But this is a very good tool to show what you are missing compared to your competitors. Tool number 8 is newsletter generator. So again, if you're creating two emails a week for your newsletter, that's 8 a month. Let's just say 10, because if you have a membership, you might send more out, whatever, right? 10 is just an easier number for my brain. So I would sit down and have my 10 ideas, and I would create all these newsletters back to back to back to back. So create a newsletter using points to convey an article or a YouTube video URL. I'm actually going to use my personal blog. So I write about tarot, thyroid cancer, all that stuff over on my personal blog. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my article. Okay. And it is tarot card spread to make money fast. Tarot card spread to make money fast. And then, are we doing a curated, a blog style, or promotional, an event? What kind of newsletter are we doing? I'm going to do blog style, include link, yes, writing style, target audience, point of view, etc. Mention tarot for success, which is my low ticket membership. Let's see how it does. I can also do add knowledge. So let me get this link real quick. Okay, so I'm going to take my tarot membership link and put it in as the knowledge. I have not done this before, so I'm just doing this live as I'm recording for you guys. No big deal. Then you're going to click generate and let it do its thing. This takes less than a minute, and obviously I'm going to have to change it a little. Hello, tarot enthusiast. I would not say that, but whatever. So check out this special tarot card spread for making money fast. Why this spread? Key points. So this is blog style. There are other styles you can use. This is if you write yours like a blog. And look at this, it added the knowledge. It says, why not join our Tarot for Success membership? And it says what is included, which they got from my sales page. I love it. And then links to this again. So I can copy it, pop it over into Subtrio, and call it a day. I can do this 10 times. And then I like working in batches. So I would put all the drafts over there, and then I would go in and edit all 10 of them, and then I would schedule all 10 of them. If you're unfamiliar with batching, that just is what works best for me. Tool number 9 is Smart Suggest. So you're going to put in your blog URL, and then it is going to give you different ideas of blog posts to write. So I'm actually going to put in my friend Pam's website. She teaches people how to use Canva. So I'm going to pop that in there, and then I'm going to make it creative, and then scan site. I love the ideas that RightBlogger gives because it's not just SEO. Like 10 hidden Canva features you probably didn't know about. That's SEO, yes, hidden Canva features, but then it also makes it like social first, like super clickable that you probably didn't know about, right? Turn Canva templates into Instagram Reels, step-by-step guide. Pam, if you're watching this, you're welcome. Use all of these. I just gave you homework. All of these blog post ideas, and these are all based on her website. These aren't just random SEO keywords, they are based on her website. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, so that is the Smart Suggest tool. Just put your website in. And I mean, honestly, if you're brand new and you can't put your website in, you could go to like a potential competitor site. So, like, say Pam was just starting out and didn't have any posts, but she knew she wanted to write about Canva. Well, she could just go Google and find the top Canva blogs and then put one of theirs in, and it would give a bunch of ideas for blog posts for her to do. Last but not least, tool number 10 is Expert Reply Tool. Now, this says it helps you formulate text for Haro and other similar tools, but actually, what I use this for is to answer questions in other Facebook groups. So, if someone is like, how can I make more money online? Then I will say, start a side hustle, learn the infinity dip method, and network with like minded individuals. Those would be my tools or my tips, right? And so then I'm not going to put in my expertise. I don't need that. Put in my writing style. And then I would actually put in my side hustle post or my infinity dip URL or whatever. I don't have those right now, so I'm just going to do this for an example, but that's what I would put into additional instructions so it could include my stuff. Okay. Oh, so it's required to put our expertise or credentials. I have been running side hustles successfully for more than a decade. Let's see what happens. And this one only took like 20 seconds. So making more money online is something many of us aim for. The good news is there are several tried and true methods, blah, blah, blah. This is pretty long. I will usually shorten it. So what you could do is you can copy this and then you can go over to the paraphrase or shorten. So when I pop this into shorten, then it can shorten all of this into something that makes more sense for a Facebook post. But again, if you're using it as is to like pitch for Haro or whatever the heck it's called nowadays, that's fine. It makes it better. But for me, I want it to be short and actionable. Okay. So this made it a little bit shorter. Let's see if paraphrase will work better. Still pretty long, but after I edit it, it will be shorter. So, I would say, here's how I did it with side hustles. First, start your side hustle. It could be this, this, and this, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is beautiful. Try the infinity dip method. Well, you know what? If I post that and people start Googling it, they're going to find my stuff. So that's kind of cool. So tool number 10 is the expert reply. But if you're using it how I do for Facebook, you might also want to use the shorten or paraphrase. So those are the top 10 tools I use in RightBlogger. I would love to know which tools you like. I'm going to dig in and look at some of the other tools, but like I said, there's so many. There's literally 78 tools. There's no way that I can learn all of them. I'm going to just scroll through and show you guys real quick so you can see all of them though. There's so many. There's call to action. Oh, this is one we requested actually, course outline. Okay, I need to add that to my favorites. This one's definitely going over to my favorites. I have not used it yet, but it's going to be used very often. So whenever you want to add a tool to your favorites, you pull it up and you press the little star button, and then it will be up in your favorites. We have product name, description, all these things. There's so many. There's so many tools. All right, let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites, and hopefully I'll see you over in the group. I'll leave that link below.